1833.
Come on.
On Sunday afternoon, an attempt was made by Mr. Peak to check the shameful violation of the Sabbath by the lower order of the population, who are accustomed at this time of the year to wear masks and to create disturbances on a Sunday.
Yeah, on a Sunday, because the white man, what he worship? When he worship Satan on a Sunday, which go back to what? Sunday means what?
Worship of the sun. Sun God.
Worship of the sun god. That's right. So the white man worship a pagan god. So the Negroes was out on a Sunday, Saturday all the way to Sunday, and the white man got upset. Go ahead.
That's why he said it was a violation of the Sabbath day by the lower order of the population.
But that's not the Sabbath. According to the Sabbath, how they keep Sabbath in the ancient world? So how the Hebrew Israelite kept Sabbath? Because there wasn't no calendar during Moses' time. The way they keep Sabbath, according to the scriptures, you can bring out precept, is by the moon. When the new moon come in, that's the first day of the month. That's the first Sabbath day, according to the scriptures. And we're going to bring out proof.
Isaiah 66:23.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come and worship before the Lord.
So every time, most of the time when you see Sabbath, it runs parallel with the new moon. Now, when you look up the word month means moon. Alright? So now, you got something for me real quick? Go ahead.
Genesis.
And the moon determines the days. Alright, the moon determines the seed times. The moon does a lot of things. The moon, when a woman period come in, her menstrual cycle. A lot of fishermen don't go unless that moon is right. Fishermen know when to go fishing according to the moon. Alright, come on.
This is Genesis 1:14. And God said, let there be light in the firmament.
And the Lord said, let there be what?
Light in the firmament of heaven.
Come on.
To divide the day from the night.
To divide the day from the night. Go ahead.
And let them be for signs.
Let them be for what?
Signs.
For signs. Come on.
And for seasons.
And for seasons.
And for days.
And for days.
And for years.
And for years. You know what I'm saying? So now the word month, when you look at the word month, it means the moon. Alright? In the Bible, there's no 29 days. There's no 30 days. There's no 31 days. It goes all the way to the 28th day. And the Pope Gregorian added days in the calendar. So the month, January, February, all that is all messed up. And January, February come from pagan gods. Go ahead.
Even the word women have menstrual cycle. That goes back to the word moon. There's a cycle that goes with the moon. You know?
That's right. That's why her period come at a certain day on a certain month. All right. That's right. And some women get confused. Some women get confused because they on their menstrual cycle. Boy, my period came this day and this number last month. Because guess what? They added 29, 30, and 31 to the calendar. But your period is accurate when it comes in. Don't go by the calendar we go by. This calendar we go by is straight wicked. All right, go ahead. Right. That's like the word July. July comes from what?
Julius Caesar.
The word August comes from what? The Emperor Augustus. All right, go ahead. What you got?
Alright, but the fact was that even if it were Carnival Monday, Mr. Peak, who was an assistant of the police chief, would have stopped the lower classes under the pretext.
So now, when you look up when you see lower classes, that's talking about the Negroes at that time. Those talking about the Negroes. All right, go ahead. Because it was a big division, the poor and the rich. We was oppressed under what? The rich. The white man. We still oppressed to this day. Because a lot of these Negroes don't know who they are. They think they're Africans. The Negroes, and the Latino, and the native that walked this island are the Hebrew Israelites. They're the original Jews of the Bible, and we can prove that all day. But they think they're African because the white man labeled them and gave that name African to them. Which they are not. They are the original Jews. These are the chosen people of God. Go ahead.
Right? Under the pretext of preserving order.
Come on.
However, after 1839.
After 1839, come on.
It would
and that's the first carnival, by the way. 1839. I could do an interview and walk all the way down when a carnival originated. They're not gonna know. Because the white man said to hide information and knowledge from a Negro, you got to put it in books. Because Negroes don't read. The only thing reading they do is Stag, Carib, Guinness, Punction. That's the only reading they do.
This is Revelation 1 and 3. It's a quick precept.
Yeah, come on.
Revelation 1 and 3.
Yeah, read on.
Blessed is he that readeth.
What the Most High said?
Blessed is he that readeth.
The Most High said, blesses he that readeth.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy. And keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
And that's why a lot of y'all Negroes, Latino and Native, y'all demand respect from your woman. How's she gonna respect you when you don't have no knowledge? How's she gonna respect you when you don't have no knowledge? All you doing is hanging out in these bars. You know, your kids need food. Your kids need food, but you lying and hanging around these bars and whoring. If your Negro start picking up a book, maybe your wife gonna start respecting you. Come on.
Till I come give attendance to reading.
Christ said, till I come give attendance to reading.
Exhortation to doctrine.
An exhortation to doctrine, man. This is the doctrine you're supposed to be reading. But Negroes refuse to read. Negroes refuse to read. Like one of the things that's coming on the island. And one of the things that's coming on the island is the RFID chip. Timeline, she's about to bring Section 34 on the island. When you look up the word Section 34, it goes back to Acts 11, which is the electronic monitoring chip. They're going to chip these Negroes on this island. Timeline's going to get rid of the TT dollar. But the people's asleep. They're just whining, showing their breasts, showing their vagina. Our people asleep. Now give me Ephesians 11 verse 14. It's time to wake up sleep. Give me Romans. Yeah, read.
Romans 13:11.
Yeah, come on.
It says, and God knowing the time,
come on,
that now is high time to wake up.
So the Most High is telling these people, the Negroes, Latino, and Native, it's time to wake out of sleep. This might be the last carnival that these people ever celebrate, man. The Most High might just bring a tsunami or an earthquake on this island while they whining and sipping on their drinks. Come on. Go ahead.
It says,
and I'm going to show you the first carnival in the Bible, by the way. Carnival is in the Bible. Go ahead.
But now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Yeah, so salvation is nearer than we believe. Now, Obama passed a law. It's Obama health care plan. Obama passed a law that everybody worldwide is going to take the mark of the beast. That's in Revelation 13, 17 through 18. And Kamala just found the orders of the Illuminatis. And why you think Patrick Manning dropped out this May 24th, 3 years ago? Because Patrick Manning did not want to do this to his people. So they elected Kamala, and she went to England, and she got inaugurated and kissed Queen Elizabeth. Go ahead, I agree.
This is Luke 17 and 26.
Yeah, come on.
As it was in the days of Noah,
come on,
so shall it be in the days of the Son of Man.
That's right. Yeah, they was married and having a good time. You know. So now this is the bill. This is the bill, Israel. This came out September 2012. All right, of 26. Is people reading this? Patrick Manning told the people of what's about to come. I'm just going straight to the point. I ain't going to read all this. It said on December 9th, he contributed to debate in the House of the substantive matter before it, which was the electronic monitoring bill, which was plotted by the former Justice Minister Hubert Mulvaney. Alright? So now, Patrick Manning is telling you it's coming. But ever since Patrick Manning dropped out, he got more sick and sick. They probably put something in his drink. They probably put something in his pills. Patrick Manning's getting more worse and worse. I think left side of his body really don't work. You know? Because he didn't want to push the RFID chip on the people. Alright? So beautiful. So this was coming to the island. Obama said March 23rd, everybody gonna have to take the mark of the beast. Everybody. The TT dollar's gonna be done away with. The American dollar's gonna be done away with. Alright? Most High said, awake out of your sleep. You've been dead for too long. Y'all Negroes in this island been dead for too long. It's a great death that's about to come on the island. The angels of death is coming on this island, man. And the only way you're going to be saved if you have this wisdom and knowledge of the Heavenly Father. That's the only way you're going to be saved. That's that blood of the Lamb.
And arise from the dead.
It said what?
And arise from the dead.
It said, and arise from the dead.
And Christ shall give thee life.
It said what?
And Christ shall give thee life.
And it said, Christ shall give thee life. Now, what you got, my brother? Go ahead, read.
Alright, this is a book called The World's Last Dictator. It was published in 1993. The author is Dwight L. Kilman. Alright? It was published in 1993. This is what the book has to say about the chip.
Yeah, right, man.
The super world dictator, the Antichrist, will take control of all the banking systems of the world.
The super world dictator is the Rothschild. When you break down the word Roth, Roth means red and child means shield. Their original name was Bowers. So now who runs this island? Not the Negroes. The Negroes think they free. There's no emancipation for y'all Negroes. You don't know who you are. Alright, you still dead in a mental state of mind. Y'all dead, Negroes.
And the Queen of England.
Y'all the valley of the dry bones. Y'all never been free. Never. But the only way that y'all gonna be set free is by what? Knowing this knowledge. Because John 8:32 said the truth shall set you free. But y'all just going up and down, blinding your ass like everything is okay. Death is coming at your doorstep if you don't change your ways. Death is coming upon y'all. And you can never say a man never warned you. Because Noah warned the people. Until that big flood came in and they was knocking on shit. Let me in, Noah! Let me in, Noah! But the Most High sealed the ark, the Noah's Ark. Go ahead.
The super world dictator, the Antichrist, will take control of all the banking systems of the world. He will declare himself the head of the super world bank.
Come on.
A giant.
Yeah. He will declare himself of the bank. Because ain't no Negroes on no bank here. Negroes own Church of Chicken. Negroes own Mario Pizza. These Negroes own nothing, man. The way these Negroes gotta sell their food and their slippers is they gotta get permission from what's that, Mayor Lee Singh or whatever his name is, to sell in the street. But they don't own stores. The East Indians own stores. The Assyrians own stores. The Chinese own stores. Y'all Negroes been in this island for years and y'all don't own nothing. Well, you think you own your house too? Because you're not paying rent? Queen Elizabeth owned that. Queen Elizabeth owned the whole island. Queen Elizabeth. Go ahead.
As you bring up Queen Elizabeth, as long as you have a birth certificate, Queen Elizabeth owns you. As long as you have a birth certificate and the name is written in capital letters, Queen Elizabeth owns you.
That's right. So if your name's in capital letters in your ID, whatever ID you have, that goes back to Capiotia Dementia. That means Queen Elizabeth owns you. You are property to Queen Elizabeth. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up. Do your own research. Right.
He will declare himself head of he will declare himself head of the Super World Bank.
Come on.
A giant Federal Reserve. And for the first time in history of a man, he will inaugurate a total cashless society.
Yeah, that's Obama. Obama gonna push that order. Obama's gonna push a cashless society upon the whole world. He's that dictator. But he's just a puppet on a string. The Illuminati's run the show. But Obama's gonna show his true horns. Obama passed a law. Yeah. You more decent? All right. Obama. All right. Obama passed a law, right? That two men could get married. Is that agreeable? That two men could get married? That's going against the law, right? Obama passed a law that two women could get married, and he'd give you a marriage certificate. This is the beloved Obama that y'all Negroes picked. Obama's the Antichrist. And he's a faggot himself. He got a lover named St. Clair. And he take it up the ass too. Good. Come on. And what's Obama's real name? Obama's real name is what?
Eric Senatorial.
Barry Soetoro. He worked for the CIA before he was the president of the United States.
And he's a homosexual.
Come on.
If a man also loves a mankind,
So if a man lies with another man, go ahead.
and she lies with the woman,
As he lied with a woman,
both of them committed abomination.
and say both of them committed abomination.
They should surely put to death.
They should be what?
Surely put to death.
They should be what?
Surely put to death.
So now, Obama swore in on his Bible before he became president. Why he not killing all of our faggots that's around the world, in America? Because the Most High said, if another man sleep with another man, the Most High said to put him to death. You're not supposed to stick another man. That's nasty and that's defiled. But you're going to see a lot of freaks come out during Carnival. You're going to see them. And that's when Bullamites make their big money during this time. That's when lesbians make their big money during this wicked holiday that's called Carnival. Alright, you got more? Yeah, you want to go back to the history? Let's go back to the history of Trinidad. Let's go back to the history of Carnival. Alright? Let's go back to the history of Carnival.
Alright,
if y'all got any ammunition y'all want to bring in between, y'all let me know.
However, after 1839,
Come on.
it would have not been so easy. Yet there is no denying that the story of Carnival from 1839
Come on.
to the late years of the 19th century is a story of wild revelry.
So it's a story of what? Of wild revelry. And he broke down the word revelry. That means Bacchus, which go back to Bacchanal. A lot of wickedness on this island, man. The way I said God bless TT, God ain't blessing this island. If God was blessing y'all, why a lot of y'all Negroes is dying? And the East Indians laughing at y'all every time y'all die. The Chinese laughing at y'all every time y'all die. God ain't blessing y'all. Negroes dying heavy on this island. What was the murder rate for last year? You think the murder rate in the newspaper, that was the real murder rate? Add that number times 5. And what about the plague that the Most High put upon y'all Negroes? Y'all got diabetes, y'all got AIDS on the island, HIV, cancer. A lot of y'all sick. High blood pressure, sugar. I got something to say? But you want to say, God blessing TT. God ain't blessing y'all. God is destroying y'all because y'all broke the laws and statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father. And God is a Trinidad. That's blasphemy. God is the power of the Hebrews. Trinidadian was the name of Christopher Columbus named Trinidad, this island Trinidad. He saw 3 big mountains, they call it Trinity. You know? And he gave this island to the Queen of England. Come on. Read. You got more Bacchanal? Yeah. Go ahead.
This Bacchanal, right? It says a wild and drunken celebration, and also a priest or worshipper or follower of Bacchus or Dionysus.
Bacchus and what? Dionysus. And Dionysus go back to what? Queen of Heaven. Really go back to Nimrod. What?
It says Carnival Bacchanal. It goes back to when the Romans in the pagan tradition of Saturnalia praise of Saturn on the 23rd and the temple of Saturn and Bacchanalia in honor of Greek Roman god Bacchus, the wine god, rebellion.
Yeah, so Bacchus is the wine god, which means rebellion, which means you can do anything that you want to do. You know how many boys gonna get raped before Carnival is up? And little girls gonna get raped? Because that atmosphere on this island is real demonic. And it's a strong presence on this island. Really, Carnival is like, yo, do whatever you want to do. Drunken what?
God of drunken feast.
A god of drunken feast. Come on.
God of feast.
Yeah, that's right. And that's when a lot of women get pregnant. And a lot of women get pregnant during this time and they don't know who the baby daddy is. They don't know who the father is. Because they're having sex with all sorts of men. And now, if you go to these hotels, if you read the paper, all the hotels is booked. So people coming from foreign, people coming from Europe, America, people coming from all parts of the world to what? What do you think it is?